When the Lovers appears, there's often a stirring in the realm of deep connection, perhaps an invitation to examine what it means to truly choose someone, not from loneliness or fear, but from the overflow of a heart that has discovered its own completeness. Maybe you're recognizing that the relationships calling your attention require more courage than comfort, more honesty than harmony. This card whispers of choices made at the level of soul rather than strategy, decisions that align with your deepest values, even when they complicate your surface life. Perhaps you're facing one of those crossroads where safety and growth diverge, where you must choose between what you know and what your heart whispers might be possible. Sometimes the Lover speaks to the recognition that love is a practice, not just a feeling that happens to us, but a skill we cultivate through countless small choices to see clearly, speak truthfully, and remain present even when it's uncomfortable. You might find yourself called to bring more consciousness to all your relationships, to notice where you've been loving from habit rather than intention. The angel's blessing above suggests divine support for unions that serve something larger than personal happiness alone, partnerships that become vehicles for mutual growth, creative collaboration, or service to the world. Perhaps you're discovering that the most fulfilling connections are those where individual flowering creates more beauty together than either person could achieve in isolation. There's often an element of integration here. The Lovers frequently appears when you're learning to harmonize different aspects of yourself, different desires that once seemed contradictory. Maybe you're finding ways to honor both your need for intimacy and your requirement for independence, both your spiritual aspirations and your earthly pleasures. This card might arrive when you're being invited to love more inclusively, to expand your circle of care, to practicing the sacred in unexpected places and people. The Lovers reminds us that every encounter offers opportunity for recognition, for the kind of seeing that honors the divine spark flickering behind even challenging personalities. Sometimes this card speaks to the choice to love yourself with the same devotion you offer others, to extend to your own complexity the patience and forgiveness you readily give to friends. The naked figures suggest that true intimacy begins with self-acceptance, that we can only invite others to see us clearly when we first learn to gaze upon ourselves with compassion. The twin trees remind us that every significant relationship involves sacrifice, not martyrdom, but the willing release of who we were to make space for who we're becoming together. Perhaps you're discovering that the most profound transformations happen not through individual effort, but through the alchemical fire of conscious connection, where two people serve as mirrors, teachers, and witnesses for each other's highest unfolding. This card interpretation comes from my new book, where I explore all 78 cards as mirrors for the human experience. If you'd like to continue this conversation with the complete deck, you'll find it linked in the description.